Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Punk Rock Review, home of a bunch of opinionated crap you don't care about, also the home of the feedback you provide that we don't care about, keeps us on an even playing field, and we like that. Real quick shout out to our sponsor. This one goes out to absolutely no one, because we don't have one. Feel bad and give us money. Anyhow, moving straight into it today. Today we're going to be talking about a game that's, been on the, minds and in the, hearts of, dozens and hundreds and thousands and millions of people, as of the time that it's come out. And of course, we were talking about the one and only, obviously you read the description, then you already know, Elden Ring. So of course, this is going to be our first thoughts and impressions on Elden Ring. What can be said about this one? Well, man, you're always going to hear the, if you're a Souls fan, referring to the franchise and the, kind of other iterations that, FromSoft has put out and things of that nature. Of course, yeah, that all kind of rings tried and true as far as the format and the formula and everything that it's going on for it and stuff. So, you can immediately draw those comparisons and kind of know the wheelhouse and the realm of what you're getting, when you're getting titles from this company and the developers and things of that nature. But of course, as far as Elden Ring itself goes, man, yes. Is there a challenge to it and a hardness to it and everything like that? Absolutely. That's, there inherently. It definitely has that play style to it where, you're not just going to go ahead and run through with just a handgun and be able to off every single enemy type or anything like that you see on the screen. It's going to take some practice and some, kind of throwing yourselves at obstacles, in a repeated fashion and everything to, kind of understand it and grasp it and start getting it down and progressing and moving on and things of that nature. Now, where we kind of want to segue into in, given our first thoughts and impressions of it, is that even inherently, if the game is hard or it is challenging in itself and everything along those lines, man, there is a playability to it for those that struggle with the difficulty levels on stuff. Case in point, so like Bloodborne, we love it, we adore it, what a great game. We've never beaten it and such. We've, been able to tackle and knock out a few of the bosses and such, and then, we just never returned to it as of, recent or anything like that. Will we ever beat that game? Maybe, probably not, mainly because, it's not our, niche and our forte and, our memorization of, a boss's, kind of striking patterns and stuff like that. We don't have the dedication, the time, or the skill to devote towards that. Now, other people can pick it up immediately, run through it and, do a speed run and beat it on, their first little playthrough and things of that nature. But there is a challenge to it, a difficulty to it, where you have to, do some, basic muscle memory, as well as just understand the concepts of, how your character can move and progress through the story. Now, long way to kind of, just put that out there. With Elden Ring, man, we would like to chalk it up to almost, if you enjoyed, Jedi Fallen Order or anything like that, to where there is the element to it of all of the, progression, Souls-wise, to where, you're gonna get some, glowy magic things every time you off an enemy type, and then as long as you can get to a kind of waypoint or a save area and stuff like that, then you can refill all of your health getters or your little potions, or your little stim packs or whatever you want to call it, depending on what game you're playing and everything. There is such a inherent playability to Elden Ring, even through its difficulty, that if you aren't good at all the boss battles and things of that nature, you can still traverse around, and there are enemy types in the game, that are easy enough to just kind of off, even though they might be the common basic enemy type. You can do it, and that's the kind of biggest thing that we want to stress. While disclaimer, we haven't beaten Elden Ring. There are elements to the game that we can do, regardless of how far we get into the game. We are able to go and off some of the basic little rinky-dink characters, and if we want a gameplay loop enough that way to go, and we collect enough of the souls or whatever you want to call it, as far as glowy shit that you collect after you defeat an enemy in any game, and we can make it to a save point somewhere or another, then steadily we will progress, steadily we will get better, and steadily we are able to enjoy the game. And that's the biggest thing to come out of this one. Not only is it just kind of stunning as far as the perfection that has been kind of crafted and created and putting everything together with their open world ensemble, and how you're able to traverse and things of that nature, really is done very, very, very well. But we can't strive and drive home enough that there is stuff that you can do even if you can't do it all. And that's where we fall. There's enough there to keep us mystified and baffled as to how we can enjoy a game that inherently we aren't the best at, obviously. And we can progress and go through it and kind of build on our character, kind of type and playstyle. You're able to do that progression if you devote just a little bit of time and attention and dedication to it. And there's stuff that, virtually anyone who enjoys just games for what games are, or that will throw themselves at the challenge of Elden Ring, there are gonna be aspects of it that you can do, and you can't stress or bring that home enough, because you definitely get the side of Elden Ring where it's a hard game, it's a challenging game, there's a difficulty level to it, and yes, all of that rings to be present and true. However, for all the hard stuff, there is some stuff that we would dare deem is not necessarily hard stuff that you can play and enjoy and have fun with, even if you're not good at the other stuff. Makes sense? It absolutely does. You know what else makes sense? Giving us money. Will we ever beat Elden Ring? Maybe one day if we collect enough little glowy shit and level our guy up enough and all that. But we will tell you this: we are enjoying the hell out of it, and hands down, it's worth a definite full retail price pickup if you're even interested in you've had your interest piqued in it at all. It's worth the kind of pull the trigger, go ahead and do it, type thought process and everything like that. Now, is it a perfect game? Is there some aspects to it that might hold it back as far as out of 10 scale and whatnot? Yeah, there might be a smidge, but it's not much, and it's hardly worth mentioning. We could tell you that I think we've only slayed one of the bosses. He wasn't even like a huge boss or anything, but we've gotten one of them down, and we've progressed and leveled our guy up. We started with we think it's the bandit and stuff, so you start at on that one, like level 5-ish or something. Don't quote us, we don't know, who cares, it doesn't matter. And we're at like level I don't know, 12 or 13 or something now. So definitely very early on in kind of the progression and learning the ropes and things of that nature. That's why it's a first thoughts and impressions, and we already gave the disclaimer we didn't beat it. So get off our backs on that one. There are a couple little niche things, but out of the entire time that we've played it, say we've died 100 times, probably 4 of those, maybe 5 of those were not our fault. We would feel where we'd call, that one's bullshit. Because that's going to happen or whatever, whether it comes down to just a character control or what you're wanting him to do and stuff, versus what he does. But, the rest totally deserved, and for any game where 95% of it is totally deserved as far as deaths go, it's like, oh yeah, that one's on me, then, that's definitely, worthy and such like that. Any of the bullshit deaths, of course, that'll turn you off to a game real fast. But 95% of the time, if you deserve to be off in this one, you deserve to be off in this one, and that's what makes this game so good. So anyhow, get it, don't get it, play it, don't play it. We don't care. We just want your money. FromSoft, what a great little chat we've done about your entire, first thoughts and impressions we've received on the, product that you've put out. So feel free to send us a bunch of cool shit, mainly, I don't know, $13,000, and maybe we'll, get a sticker or something, or if you guys make little figures later, maybe we'll pick one up. So you'll get a little return on something like that later on. Elden Ring, first thoughts and impressions. What can be said about this one? Well, it gets a good old-fashioned, RFG, because it's really fucking good. So hands down, man, it's really good. So there you go. That's it. We're done now. Give us money. Have a good one. You probably didn't. We'll catch you next time. Probably won't.